MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Jaguars and the Heat. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Mike Givens gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Alex Santana. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Edmundo Ayala is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, Luke.
Now in the box, Luke Wagner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Jermaine Monticelli, the lefty from the Hawkeye State, gets the nod to pitch in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
At the plate, Kenji Suzuki. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A high fastball is in there. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Santana patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Eddie Flores started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Flores is truly an elite level defender, which is a big deal given the position he plays in the middle infield. Defensive metrics have become a bigger and bigger part of evaluating players, of course, and he's consistently among the leaders in these newer categories at his position.
Yeah, you can tell his pitching staff absolutely loves him. First step quickness, soft hands, an absolute cannon for an arm. This guy fits the bill defensively. You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Man at first for him following the 1-out single. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
3-2 full count. Flores stands at first with one out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Grounded to the right. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Devo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Count now a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second now, one man out. And another foul ball. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another try at 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Oakes is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. So stepping in, Frank Cooper. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Cooper is usually a right fielder, but he's playing in left field today. Monticelli, an Iowa native. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2020 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
3-1 to him now. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
So now to the plate, Bruce Lacey, and it's fouled away. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's got it. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second to start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. John Biggs swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Oakes is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Nick W. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Racing back the center fielder. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And this ball game is tied at 1.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Stepping in now, Zane Oaks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No outs, nobody on. Late square, and this is popped up. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. Ready now, Edgardo Peralta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Cooper is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Stan Coffey, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
To 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two. Lifted the other way to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he will pull into second with a two-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up two bags on one swing.
Mac Madden stands in as he looks at ball one here. The set and the 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
And that misses, ball four, so it's first and second now with two out.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Bowen is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All even now at 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Brett Richter. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. To the left side, but it's well fouled. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Line drive to center field. Santana is there, and he has it for the first out.
batting ninth.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
To the plate now, Mike Givens. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
1-2. Here it comes.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Oaks will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kenji Suzuki.
Ready for another chance? Kenji Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Left side, but well foul. Now here's the pitch. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll make the quick basket catch behind the plate, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Alex Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fouled off. The next 0-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
At the plate, Edmundo Ayala, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled away. Lined into left center. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Luke Wagner.
Into the box now, Luke Wagner. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throw over to first. Runner's back. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now back, left fielder, Nick W.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nick W., runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Comes set, the 0-1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Eddie Flores. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Another 2-2 offering. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Standing in now, Nate Lacy. And he fouls this one off. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Oakes is there. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 6, Andrew Bowen.
Now batting, Andrew Bowen. Here comes the first pitch.
At the ball.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Santana will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. all set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the outfielder, Zane Oaks.
Right fielder, Zane Oaks.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, catching time.
The 1-0 home.
Hey!
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Count is 1-2.
And now pitch on the way.
I got the count 2-2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Into the box now, Edgardo Peralta. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number
Trying to
19.
pick things up where we left off. Stan Coffey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Coffey playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Here it comes, 0-2. Two out, nobody on. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
That's all foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Tried to strike out the side. Here it is. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Into center field. Line drive base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Mac Madden, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Jermaine Monticelli is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Chopped at the plate. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Frank
The
Cooper.
left fielder, Frank Cooper.
First offering on its way. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate now, Bruce Lacey, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 99, John Biggs.
At the plate, John Biggs. first offering on its way. Now the 0-1. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Hit out towards second. And that's through. A base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And it's fouled away. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Richter is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. The bouncer to the left side. To second for 1. Back to first, and he throws it away. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in the outfielder, Alex Santana.
Alex Santana.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Suzuki is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So coming to the plate, Edmundo Ayala. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Strike called, 2-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Row. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choking poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it. In
now, Luke Wagner. as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cooper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick W.
Digging in, Nick W. comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Zane Oaks. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The 2-0.
No, that's a 2.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. A shot down the first baseline. Payoff pitch on its way. He fouls it straight back, and whoa, that almost landed in our booth. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Caden Drake answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Edgardo Peralta will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 offering. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Robinson Rodriguez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Robinson Rodriguez.
Ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
To the plate now, Kenji Suzuki. No balls and a strike to count. Hit in the air out to left field. W will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, second baseman, Eddie Flores.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Flores. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The first baseman, number 21, Nate Lacy.
Ready for another shot now, Nate Lacy. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Three and 1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back standing. A runner on first with 2 away. And a full count now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it first and third.
Into the box now, Andrew Bowen fouled off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The set and the 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nick Phelps takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Nick Phelps.
Now at the plate, Stan Coffey, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Coffey.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Now here it comes.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Stepping in, Mac Madden. A couple of walks for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The pitcher, number 26, Jeremy.
Jose Ramos will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Grounded to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. Jesus Ortega enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Jesus Ortega.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder Frank Cooper.
Frank Cooper.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
And it's 1-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. With that strikeout, you never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and you won the battle because of it.
So now to the plate, Bruce Lacey. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. He makes the throw to first, 2 down. Striding into the box, John Biggs. First pitch coming, here it is.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball. Fouled away. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. seventh inning ready to roll. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Alex Santana.
Alex Santana.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Pitch on the way. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Edmundo Ayala. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
1 out, nobody on. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Digging in now, Luke Wagner. From the stretch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A ball and a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count. It just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Digging in, Nick W. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball left off the plate.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
That's inside. 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to the guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sam Finley will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jeremy Glass will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 25, Jeremy Glass.
Stepping up now, Zane Oates. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. He's got it. The second for 1 on the first. And how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Brett Richter. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Third baseman, Brett Richter.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And he misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lays off the slurve there, and it's 3-1 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Santana is underneath this one. 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Jeremy Glass.
Now at the plate, Jeremy Glass. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Kenji Suzuki. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike taken up in the zone.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Edgardo Peralta.
Edgardo Peralta.
First offering on its way.
1-0. At the ball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
And count 2-1.
A swing and a miss at the slider at 88, 2-2. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. At the plate, Stan Coffey, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Runners off for second. Strike taken to throw. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Now the 2-1.
Nope, at the ball.
And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in once again, Mac Madden. He's set and the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And they have taken the lead. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-1.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition after score with only 6 outs to go.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Gentry.
T.J. Waters will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Water.
Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Three runs already home here. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Alex Santana. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Still only 1 out in the inning. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2. Gentry is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Into the box, Edmundo Ayala. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0.
Yep, that ball went out. Nope. Outside.
Luke Wagner would be next. Now the 3-0 offering. There's ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now at the plate, Luke Wagner. First pitch of the at-bat, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Two and one.
Count is 2-1.
Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Jupiter is out in front, 4-1. Rafael Costa is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Costa.
Christian Berry will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Berry.
Leading off the inning, Eddie Flores, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Eddie Flores.
Here comes the first pitch.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Costa, a veteran at 35 years of age, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pinch.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. Struck him out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Stepping in, Nate Lacy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The 1-0.
Hey! I got to count 2 and 2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 2-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Andrew Bowen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The left fielder, number 7, Frank Cooper.
Ready once again, Frank Cooper. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Into the corner and slicing foul. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Thigpen will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Sam Jackson will also enter as a part of the double switch, as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. Settling in now, Nick W. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Jackson is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Standing in, Zane Oates. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hey! One out, nobody on. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Standing in, Christian Berry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dexter Phipps comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Dexter Phipps.
Striding in to start the 9th, Bruce Lacey, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
The 1-0 home. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Bruce Lacey is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. Digging in, Sam Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Brett Richter. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
0-1.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Jupiter came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jesus Ortega claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dexter Phipps hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the home team, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.